It doesn't matter if it's Trump markets, Biden markets. If you can't be profitable in one, you won't be profitable in the other. So stop blaming Trump, because the only person you can blame for your trading mistakes is you. So even though the price action has been quite shit for this month, I still managed to end the month profitable. We're gonna go over the trades I took, the things I changed in my plan in order to trade these conditions, and how I think the US will overall lose this war against Iran. We're gonna go over that later. Notice how coincidental, if you wanna say it, is when I have my setup and some news are released, price just melts. Right? That was just a joke. There is no coincidence, in fact. Because as soon as I have an opportunity, that means everyone is out of the markets, because you know I trade liquidity in smart money traps. If there's enough liquidity in the markets to put on a large position size, like Baron Trump, for example, I wish he would invite me to his Telegram. Price just melts like this. So yeah, in this case, it was super internal. 1 sweep, 2 sweeps, smart money trap. Boom, just melted. And I sent a little trade here. There is another example. This was a winning trade as well. Oh no, and this I missed out on. This was a little break even. As you can see, I sent out a trade and then I said going break even on the stops. And end up coming lower and then going higher later on. But yeah, this was what I'm trying to find. So, internally, we have a sweep of liquidity. We can consider this the Asia high. Then it's London close session, my most profitable session, which is after New York and tends to represent the retracement of the day. Nice, beautiful drop, as you can see, because this was a trap. This would have become a trap. And as you guys know, the positioning is quite simple. It's just a matter of putting a stop order on the breaker structure. In this case, it was this M5 candle right here, which would represent an M1 structure on the lower time frames. And yeah, I had the stop ready. And guess what? As soon as I enter, big ass black candle, big ass down candle, because Trump said something. So yes, these markets are manipulated and is clearly doing some inside trading, but the way the markets move still remains the same. These conditions don't matter to me, guys. Like, the price action might be shitty, right? So in order to protect myself, I just lower my trading frequency, perhaps my risk exposure, but continue to trade the same. The strategy is still the same. My strategy works now just as it did in 2003. And I'm not lying you here. I've got backtesting videos on my channel that you can watch of me backtesting 2003, 2006, whatever, and still being profitable. This was a winner as well on an account that I'm making an IG series on, where I tried to take the account to fund it. But look guys, I'm not gonna be here and lie to you. I don't have a 100% win rate. There is losses in the game, as you can see. One loss right here. Another, this was a break even maybe. If I'm floating more than 1 hour here, then it's a break even. It is a break even. So yeah. Of course, I don't have the plan because I'm not playing. I'm not paying for that shit. We have another winner here. Right, pretty internal, but we have the sweep of the previous daily high, sweep of the previous daily low, sorry. Just a matter of seeing one sweep. London close tends to deliver a retracement of the day. London was bullish, New York was bearish. So just a counterpart of New York essentially. And it goes straight up. And I also called it out. This is not a matter of like, yeah, I'm a signals type of trader. This is just for my students to see my reasoning on live markets. And as well, can your mentor actually call out trades live? Because if he can't, and he's just looking to previous price action, then does he even know how to trade? And you can see, guys, I think I've got the same time zone here as I do on my Discord. So 4:28 p.m. Look, 4:15, 4:30 was the time that we got the sweep of liquidity. But like I said, it's not a matter of signals. It's a matter of teaching the students what they should be seeing on the live markets. And once you're here 1-2 months, seeing every single day what I'm anticipating for the markets, then you'll master the strategy way better and faster. If you're looking to join us, check the first link in the description or just DM me on IG. So we can scam you and take all your money. But look, there's a high chance the US loses this war and spends a bunch of years. This will not be fixed in a moment. And this won't be an operation like Maduro in Venezuela, where it can be quickly done. Iran has been preparing for this, and just look at how geographically they're set up. Mountains over here, desert over here, making it super hard for landing troops to penetrate Iran. And if you do a national draft, I mean, I'm not American, but you can let me know. If the US does a national draft, I think they will just go to civil war, because the average American won't understand or won't see a reason for why he should give his life to fight in Iran, because it makes no fucking sense. The thing is that the US provides protection for the GCC, and they export the oil in US currency, of course, which then also leads to investment back to the US economy. But if the US can't win this war, then Iran will just take over all of this and already controls the Strait of Hormuz. And the US will lose its world currency. If we look at the XY, that could mean a bearish dollar, of course. The thing is, the market is already anticipating for an interest rates spike because of this inflation. But at the same time, there's a theory on, even if the US comes out being a loser in the Middle East, that could be beneficiary for them, because if the world loses this access from the Strait of Hormuz, right, Europe will be only left to deal with either the US or Russia. Because look, if the Strait of Hormuz is closed and these countries are left out of the equation, like Iran, Iraq, Kuwait, UAE, you're left with Russia. But then look, Canada, Venezuela, US also owns a lot of oil and is the largest producer in the world. And so you're only left to deal with them, basically. Because US already has a hold of Venezuela, a bit technically. And there's a pretty high chance that if the world goes to shit, their plan is to have all the North America continent to them. Having the cheap labor from Mexico, the great resources from Canada, and Greenland, which they already shown interest to. The biggest issue ain't even like just oil and gas, it really is fertilizers, which are even the double of the exports of the oil. And we could really start to see a world famine, especially in Africa. East Asia and Southeast Asia are already seeing a huge impact from the lack of oil, since majority of their oil comes from the Strait of Hormuz and the GCC. So there's a lot of things to go over. There's a lot of possible investments to do from here. A lot of speculation that we can do for long term in our day trading activity. But let me know what you guys think. Do you think the US will win this war? Do you think it will lose it? Do you think this war will be done in just a matter of weeks? Either way, I think this conflict will remain. So you must adapt. And if you need to adapt, then check the strategy below, which you never need to adapt since the strategy remains the same and works on all market conditions. Thank you for watching.